There's something timeless about the meeting of stone and wood. Something ancient, something deeply human. It's the story of shelter and warmth, of endurance and craft. In the world of modern design, where lines are clean, colors restrained, and function reigns supreme, stone and wood whisper a reminder of where we began. They are the raw poetry of the earth, shaped by time and hand. Stone, with its cool permanence and grounded stillness. Wood, with its warmth, grain, and quiet imperfection that makes every surface alive. Together, they define the spirit of spaces that feel not just designed, but lived in, breathed in, and felt. Welcome back to Homey Studio, where design is more than decor, it's emotion. Today, we explore the art of crafting modern interiors with stone and wood accents, how they shape light, affect mood, guide flow, and age gracefully in homes that seek both elegance and authenticity. This is not just about materials. It's about how they speak to the soul of a space. Material balance. The success of any modern space lies not only in what you add, but in how you balance it. When you bring together stone and wood, the goal is not contrast for contrast's sake, it's to create dialogue. Designers often begin with a simple rule: let each material express itself honestly. Stone should feel like stone, strong, grounded, eternal. Wood should feel like wood, tactile, warm, and imperfect. This respect for authenticity defines modern design. The philosophy of material balance also touches on proportion. Too much stone and the room may feel heavy, cold, and monumental. Too much wood, and it risks losing its edge, slipping into rustic or overly casual. But when you strike equilibrium, say, a stone feature wall paired with a natural oak ceiling or concrete floors softened by walnut cabinetry, something beautiful happens. The space breathes. This balance also applies to color temperature. Cool grays and warm browns coexist like yin and yang. Each amplifies the other. Even the grain direction and stone pattern matter. Vertical grains draw the eye upward, expanding perception. Horizontal veins stretch the room, giving calm. Material balance extends beyond visual harmony. It influences acoustics too. Stone reflects sound sharply, while wood absorbs and diffuses it gently. Together, they create a balanced sound environment, not echoing, not muted, but alive. And then, there's the tactile balance, the feel of polished marble underfoot next to the matte texture of timber. This duality creates emotional dimension. It's not something you just see, it's something you sense. Modern interiors with this kind of balance evoke confidence and calm simultaneously, spaces that feel intentional, not accidental. Emotional architecture. Beyond aesthetics lies a deeper dimension, how space makes us feel. Stone and wood play a powerful role in this emotional architecture. They shape not only the room but our relationship to it. A stone fireplace, for instance, doesn't just warm a space physically, it becomes a symbol of grounding, a center point for gathering and reflection. Wooden ceilings bring comfort and intimacy, visually lowering height to create human-scale warmth. There is also a psychological rhythm to these materials. Stone speaks to our need for safety and permanence, It's why ancient structures made from it still stand as symbols of endurance. Wood connects us to growth and renewal, it represents life and change. Together, they form the emotional duality of home, stability and adaptability. The modern interior seeks to evoke emotion not through opulence, but through presence. When you enter a space where the textures of nature surround you, something inside you slows down. Your breathing softens. Your attention becomes more focused. This is not accidental, it's the intentional emotional choreography of materials. Designers often speak of sensory storytelling, the idea that a home should engage all five senses. Stone adds coolness to the air and weight beneath the feet. Wood brings warmth, scent, and the soft resonance of footsteps. The best interiors are not sterile showcases. They're experiences. And those experiences begin the moment your hand touches the wall or the light reflects off a stone surface. The modern minimal mindset. Modern minimalism isn't about absence, it's about purpose. It's not emptiness, it's clarity. When stone and wood are introduced into minimal spaces, they redefine the idea of simplicity. They add texture where color once dominated, warmth where glass and steel ruled. Minimalism with natural materials, sometimes called warm modernism, has become a defining language of today's interior world. It's a response to overstimulation, a retreat from excess. Here, a stone floor doesn't need ornament. Its natural veining is art. A wooden wall doesn't need color, its grain is its story. The furniture is sculptural, low to the ground, intentionally positioned to frame the materials themselves. Lighting in these spaces is carefully curated, not just illumination, but mood. Soft wall washes highlight stone texture. Downlights graze along wooden beams. Shadows are treated as design elements, not flaws. This approach to minimalism goes beyond visual restraint. It's also about psychological clarity. A space with fewer distractions allows the mind to breathe. The materials themselves become the focus, and their honesty resonates. Designers often say, luxury is not what you add, it's what you allow to remain. Stone and wood embody this truth perfectly. They require nothing extra. Their beauty is complete in itself. When placed in balance, the result is not sterile minimalism, it's meditative minimalism. Craft of modern artisanship. Behind every stunning modern interior lies the hand of the craftsman, the artist who transforms raw material into form and function. Working with stone and wood demands skill, patience, and intuition. Unlike synthetic materials, natural ones are unpredictable. No two slabs of stone are identical. No two planks of wood share the same grain. The artisan's role is not to control, but to collaborate. Craftsmanship begins with selection. Designers and builders often spend days choosing the right block of stone, studying its tone, movement, and depth under natural light. Wood is chosen not just for color but for character, knots, veins, patterns that add soul. Then comes the transformation. Stone is cut with precision, edges softened by hand. Wood is sanded, sealed, and finished in layers until it feels alive under touch. The meeting point between these two materials, where stone meets wood, is the true test of design integrity. It must be seamless yet expressive, architectural yet emotional. In today's modern homes, craftsmanship is often paired with technology. CNC milling, laser cutting, and digital modeling enhance what once took days of trial. Yet, even with these tools, the final touch still belongs to human hands. Because no algorithm can replicate the instinct that guides a craftsman, knowing when to stop, when to refine, when to let the material speak. This is where modern interiors gain depth. They stop being manufactured and start being made. Every detail, every joinery, edge, and corner, tells of devotion. This devotion is what separates design that lasts from design that fades. Light and atmosphere. Light, the invisible architect of emotion. In modern interiors designed with stone and wood, light is not an afterthought, it's the heartbeat of the entire space. It has the power to shift how we feel, to redefine textures, to bring movement into stillness. When natural light touches stone, it awakens it. The surface comes alive, cool in the morning, glowing by noon, and almost metallic under twilight. Each moment transforms it into a new landscape. When light falls across wood, the effect is different, softer, more nostalgic. The warmth deepens, the grain glows, the space breathes with quiet comfort. Modern designers often say that light finishes what design begins. It reveals the personality of every material. That's why the placement of windows, the openness of ceilings, and even the tone of artificial light become crucial decisions. A skylight over a stone wall lets the room change with the day's rhythm. Hidden LED strips behind wooden panels create depth, a glowing edge that feels alive but never overwhelming. Pendant lights made of metal or frosted glass hover delicately above wooden dining tables, casting pools of warmth that invite conversation. This dance of light and texture does more than beautify, it builds atmosphere. A home with stone and wood becomes a living organism. As light moves, so does emotion. Morning feels like awakening, night feels like retreat. And then there's shadow, the unsung hero of atmosphere. In Japanese and Scandinavian philosophies alike, shadow is sacred. It adds mystery, it defines form. The way light softly fades over a stone surface or hides in the grooves of timber adds serenity and poetry. To design with light is to design with feeling. It's not about brightness, it's about rhythm. It's not about what you see, it's about what you sense. Modern interiors that understand this create emotion not through decor, but through illumination. When light embraces stone and wood, the home stops being a place, it becomes a mood. The philosophy of timelessness. Every era has its trends, but some ideas rise above time. Designing with stone and wood belongs to that rare category of eternal relevance. Long before modern architecture gave it language, humanity built with these materials instinctively. Ancient temples, farmhouses, palaces, and cabins, all born from the same truth: what comes from the earth returns to the earth. When we integrate these materials into modern design, we are not just decorating, we are remembering. The philosophy of timelessness in interior design is about creating spaces that age with grace. Stone does not fade, it deepens. Its veins tell stories of years passing, of light shifting across centuries. Wood evolves, it darkens slightly, its scent softens, its texture smoothens under countless touches. These changes are not imperfections, they're the marks of life, the fingerprints of time. In a world obsessed with the new, timeless interiors whisper something profound: endurance is the truest form of beauty. Timeless design also speaks to sustainability. Choosing materials that last decades instead of years means building consciously, respecting resources. It's about rejecting the disposable culture of quick renovation and embracing longevity as the new luxury. Architects and designers today return to this mindset, not out of nostalgia, but wisdom. They blend traditional craftsmanship with modern form. They treat materials with reverence. They allow stone and wood to be what they are: living, imperfect, dignified. A timeless interior doesn't chase attention, it commands quiet admiration. It feels relevant today, and it will feel just as natural 50 years from now. The modern sanctuary. To live surrounded by stone and wood is to live close to calm. These interiors do not shout. They breathe. They invite. They hold you. The modern sanctuary is not built through grandeur, it's built through feeling. It's a space where light slows, sound softens, and the senses find balance. A living space where cool stone tiles stretch underfoot, reflecting the morning glow. Walls lined with soft, warm timber panels. A faint scent of natural oil in the air. A minimalist sofa, low and comfortable, positioned where light meets texture. There's an unspoken peace here, a quiet reminder that home is not about how much you fill it with, but how much it allows you to exhale. Modern life is loud, screens, motion, constant updates. Design becomes therapy when it turns the home into a retreat. Stone gives that sense of rootedness, it holds the structure. Wood humanizes it, it makes you feel connected. Together, they form what designers call the natural cocoon, an emotional shelter that restores balance. Sound plays a role too. The acoustics of a wooden ceiling soften the echo. The solidity of stone keeps the air still. The combination creates a meditative quality, a soundscape of stillness. Plants, fabrics, and air complete the story. Linen curtains filter sunlight, dancing softly against stone. Potted greenery thrives near wooden textures, as if nature recognizes itself. Every object feels chosen, not purchased. Every texture feels honest, not decorative. This is what the modern sanctuary is about, authenticity and mindfulness. It's not perfection that makes it beautiful. It's the peace that lives within it. Stone and wood are more than materials, they are storytellers. They remind us that the most beautiful homes are not made from trends or wealth, but from intention. From understanding how to balance strength with softness, stillness with movement, nature with innovation. To design with stone and wood is to honor the planet, to take what is ancient and shape it into something eternal. It's an act of mindfulness. A declaration that beauty can be quiet. That elegance can be humble. That modern luxury can coexist with nature. When you enter a home built on these principles, you don't just see design, you feel serenity. The light is softer, the air feels purer. The silence speaks louder than decoration ever could. And maybe that's what design has always been about, not creating more, but revealing what was always there. As we close today's journey, remember this: every home tells a story. But when you build with stone and wood, that story becomes timeless, written not in trends, but in texture, not in color, but in feeling. Thank you for joining us here at Homey Studio, where design meets emotion and every surface holds meaning. If this reflection inspired you, subscribe and stay with us as we continue to explore more design journeys. Until next time, keep creating. And keep finding beauty in simplicity.